All right, y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another live. Trying to set up my screen real quick, but apparently ain't working out for me. It ain't working out. Don't know why. I'll set up a Q&A real quick. All right, y'all, I'm setting up my Q&A. I just set up the Q&A. We're going to be talking about today, Week 2025 Ram, not just Ram, but pickup truck in general. You guys will actually want to buy if you had the money to buy, or if you was in a position to buy any kind of 2025, just this year though. Ram, I don't know why I keep saying Ram, but any pickup truck in 2025, if you was in position to buy one, which one will you buy and why? So I'm pretty much that's what I'm gonna be talking about on this live. Welcome to another live. Hopefully you guys having a wonderful Wednesday. And Week 2025 pickup truck you will actually want to buy if you were in a position to buy one, or if you had the funds to buy one. And I'm going to tell you guys honestly, with me, I'm not really, be straightforward, I'm not really a big fan of these newer trucks, but I definitely do like a few of them. And I'm pretty sure you guys would know exactly which brand I'm talking about, which kind of pickup trucks I'm talking about. But if you had the money, funds, you was in position to buy any one of these 2025 pickup trucks right now, which one will you buy and why? Me personally, one thing I could say, it wouldn't be a gas truck. It most definitely would have to be a 6.7 Cummins, Ram 2500 Cummins. I definitely think that these newer 2500 Cummins, even though in my personal opinion, I don't think that they are as reliable as like the older Ram 2500s. I definitely do think that they are capable of making more power now, obviously because of how they are built. But I would definitely 100% buy myself a 2025 Ram 2500 Cummins and 6.7 Cummins. I personally, in my personal opinion, I think any kind of diesel trucks now, that really is like the best trucks that you could own. Not just for the fact that I'm a Ram guy, but this is like a proven fact. I think, in my personal opinion, is the fact that I think that if you want to go with diesel, a Cummins is always personally think it's always the best for you to own. And I personally also think that um, Cummins is definitely over Power Scopes, over Duramax, over also, I'll say what else? What else is out there that's a Cummins? I mean, that's not a Cummins diesel truck. So it's Duramax, Power Stroke, and what else? Oh, yeah, my live just froze for some reason, but I will 100% go with the 2025 Cummins. Even though there's some things I dislike about these newer trucks now that they have, like it doesn't even have to be Ram in general, but I personally think that any newer trucks now, like Ram, Chevy, Ford, um, what else? Nissan, all of these newer trucks now, it's like pretty much they build them in to have like that comfort style, like for you to be able to drive comfortable. It's not really for you to be able to have like a real reliable pickup truck. They don't really build them now like before, how they built pickup trucks for strictly, work trucks and stuff like that for reliability. In my personal opinion, I think that they're not really building these newer trucks in, like, especially gas trucks. They're not really building them to be more so reliable. They building them more so for like looks and stuff like that. But I personally think that Dodge never miss, especially like the newer Ram 2500, like those, the front end. I'm not too big on the front end, but I definitely think that it have definitely one of them trucks that have a real aggressive front end though. But if you guys on the live right now, if you were in a position right now to buy any kind of 2025, only in 2025, Ram pickup trucks, which one? I mean, not Ram, but pickup trucks, which one would you go with? Would you go with Chevy, Dodge, Ram, Ford? I personally think that I wouldn't choose a diesel truck. I mean, I wouldn't choose a gas, but I would choose a diesel truck. Is manual even available on trucks? I don't think so now. I don't 2025, nah, I don't think so. But if you go maybe couple years back, I'll say, yeah, that's one thing too. I'll say that's another thing I noticed, like these newer trucks now, that should tell you how unreliable like most of these trucks, like these even cars to cars, trucks, manufacturer and stuff like that. They really just building these trucks and cars to really be like kind of like a comfort, like something that you can get in and be comfortable in. It's not really for like the purpose, like the actual purpose. Like if you want to buy a pickup truck, you want to use it as a work truck. They really just competing with looks and stuff. That's how I personally feel. Like a Silverado from '90s. Doesn't have to be from '90s. You could definitely probably what like late early 2000s somewhere around there. But you could definitely find ones now. But it's just that price. If you find even now like with a I think what second generation or third generation Ram 2500, just for you to find like a manual one. If you do end up finding one, the price is gonna be crazy. Like it's not gonna be crazy, but I'm saying the price. You're gonna be looking at least a manual clean, a truck like that to have some like a nice manual clean pickup truck, diesel too for the fact for you to find it. It's gonna be kind of pricey if you do find one, and it's not gonna be cheap, but you definitely can find one of those like nowadays. That's why I personally feel like even if I were in a position to buy any kind of truck, like not just like the year wise, but I would say mainly I think like the older generation trucks are like the real like trophies for you to have, especially if it's diesel, definitely. And then also if it's like a manual truck, definitely one of the trucks then that you want to have compared to now. Like now, even diesel trucks now, I'm seeing a lot of people. I read about, I don't know if it's, I mean, I wouldn't say I don't know if it's true, but I've seen a lot of people like complain about like these newer diesel trucks having all like this, like having major restriction. Like you got to, it's so much stuff with them, especially if one thing was to like mess up, not just the fact that you're gonna be paying a lot of money to fix it or whatever this and that a third, is the fact that it's not like it's not really how trucks were like pickup truck then really was back then now. But I don't get me wrong, I'm 100%. I like the new luxury style, like those big touchscreens and stuff in the trucks, and I like how comfortable they make them look. But I just personally feel like I wouldn't really. I just feel like they don't build trucks for reliability no more, but more so for like looks and stuff like that. But I don't know if you guys can pick any kind of pickup truck now, 2025, doesn't matter gas or diesel. What do you guys think? Which kind of truck brand would you guys go with? I'm not a big fan of Chevy. I don't like Chevy. I never owned Chevy before, but I'm not really like a huge fan of Chevy or um, Ford. I wouldn't say I wouldn't drive a Ford. I will only if it's like a 2500 diesel. That's like the only time. But I definitely think that Dodge is on top. Four is like the second best trucks that you could buy. And then maybe I would say what? Nissan, Chevy, or but Nissan definitely one of them trucks too that you could definitely buy. I think Nissan has this another cool thing I noticed. Nissan have like I think it's like the Titan XD, and they have like the 5.9 Cummins inside of them or 6.7 Cummins, and it's kind of sick though. I ain't gonna lie, like it's kind of that's like a crazy collab and stuff. This they've been out for I think this came out like a couple years ago, but like that's kind of badass. I've seen one of them trucks before with the Cummins engine inside of it, and definitely it's a hell yes for me. But I don't know. I just personally I'm not too much of a fan on any kind of newer style trucks, but I will if I like, especially to another thing too I want to talk about is the price for gas trucks, newer, like I'm talking like 2023, 24, 25, even 2026. Even gas trucks now, prices are kind of like what you would pay for diesel trucks. They up there too, I ain't gonna lie. They up there. That's another thing. Like they're definitely up there too with the price that you will be paying for diesel trucks now. Like just like a regular 2015, or I mean I wouldn't say 2015, but I would say 2024, 25 Ram 1500, like brand new price, fully loaded, everything. You're looking at paying at least like 50, 60 grand. We just kind of, I really, I really don't think is that deep of a deal with me driving a pickup truck that has all this fancy stuff inside of it. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying I don't really drive trucks and cars like to for like the fancy stuff. I really just drive them because I want to enjoy it. Like if I'm driving anything, I want to enjoy it to the fullest. That's why I would personally prefer for me to have a stick shift vehicle. Like a stick shift vehicle is kind of like something that you really could enjoy driving because you yourself is doing like what 70% of the work. You have to shift, you have to rev, you have to do all them stuff. Like you actually driving that vehicle. You know, you're actually in control of the vehicle fully and stuff compared to you driving just a regular automatic vehicle. But I don't know. You guys on the live, y'all want to ask me questions? I do got a 2014 Ram, and pretty much this is what I'm in right now. I personally think I'm a Ram guy, though. I'm a Ram or Dodge Ram, whatever you guys want to call. But I definitely think Dodge is definitely top of the game right now with coming out with one of like the baddest looking trucks. And after that, Ford would definitely be the next one in line. I think Dodge definitely been killing it for the last couple years. I definitely give it a Dodge though, Dodge or Ram, whatever you guys want to call it. But if you guys on the live, go ahead, help support the channel, man. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. If you a fan of cars or whatever if you a fan of cars, like, hit that subscribe button for me. If you just support my channel, this and that, you're a fan of these fourth generation Dodge Ram, go ahead, hit that subscribe and like button. Help support the channel. But you guys could talk. You're on the live, you want to talk. Ask me whatever you guys want to ask me, whatever questions. Doesn't have to be about cars. I do this try to do this every day. So right now, trying to go live every day on YouTube so you guys can be able to. I like going live on YouTube because it really show you the person I am behind the camera and stuff like that. Just so you guys could be able to interact more with me. So if you guys have any kind of question about my 2014 Ram or me in general, I'm also big on fitness. If you guys want to know about fitness, whatever you want to talk about, feel free. Don't be, if you're on the live, you watching, don't be a stranger. Definitely ask me. But I think 2025 Ram is definitely like the best. What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up with you? Definitely one of the pickup trucks that I would say right now, if I could. And that truck, the 2025 Ram 2500 Cummins, if you buying them Yumes, I think Yumes is like the best route for you to go. Yumes right now is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like fully affordable, but Yumes right now is kind of affordable, I would say. Right now for Yumes 2025 Ram 2500 Cummins, you probably, depending on the miles too, probably spending 50, high 60, somewhere around there. Bro, I'm big as L, 265 pounds, 44-year-old, 5'8". Oh, you around my height. Me and you like the same height. I'm 5'9". What do you want to know about fitness? You comment on here, bro. Let me know. I used to play sports, but now I really try to tune in with just car content stuff and pretty much my overall health. Your health is important. That's why I like going live because I like to be as real as possible. I personally feel like going live, especially on YouTube, is something that really gets you that real connection with who channel you plan on. If you subscribe to my channel, I want you to see the person behind the camera, not just you seeing me recording stuff, talking about my vehicle and stuff like that. I want you guys to really see who I am as a person. But what are you trying to lose weight? You trying to gain, like, you trying to lose weight? 265. Wow, it's pretty big, I say. Me in a good way, not a bad way. But you guys got to support the channel, man. Like, I got my 2014 Ram. Right now, I had this truck for about 1 year, 1 year, 7 months now. And if you guys into stuff like this, like the car stuff, so I'm planning on doing, I have a 5.7 Hemi that's in my truck. This truck has about 150 on the dash. I bought a used. I'm the second owner. And right now, I'm planning on doing, well, not right now, a couple months from now, I'm going to be doing a 6.4 swap on this truck. So the same block that's in the Scat Packs, it's exactly the same block that I'm going to be putting in this truck. So if you guys are a fan of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help support the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. He said, I'm not active at all. Well, you got to get active, bro. You got to get active, bro. You got to understand. Do you got family? You got kids? You got kids, you got a family, you got to think, man, like you 44. Your health is, like, you got to think about this, right? I always try to tell people this. You don't have to do, like, you don't have to be perfect with trying to get in shape or doing the most. You don't have to, even if you right now, you trying to lose weight, just start off with trying to, I wouldn't say just go like all in trying to stop eating the junk stuff, but just every day set a goal for yourself to eat something that's good for your body. Eat some grains or eat some protein, hot food that have high proteins. Go for a walk at the park, walk around a couple times, and then the next step, get a gym membership. Go to the gym at least like a couple times a week. Me, I go 6 days a week. You don't have to do that. But if you go to the gym, start off with like the small stuff first, because the small steps definitely add up, but it's not really rocket science. 4 or 5. Oh, wow, you got 4-year-old, 5-year-old. I'm not active at all. But you definitely want to be active because you got to think about this. If you got kids, I'm going to put you on game real quick. Kids, one thing I noticed, I'm 29 years old, and having kids is like, your kids most likely will not most of the time listen to what you tell them, but they most definitely will watch everything that you do. So everything you do, your kid's going to want to follow the same steps that you do. Kids more so learn more so from seeing exactly what, like your everyday routine as a parent. They watch that and they want to do the same exact thing. So you definitely want to, set a positive standards for your kids and stuff like that. That's how I really look at it. So right now I'm like 205, probably have like probably 20% body fat, but right now I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm at the best shape of my life, but I definitely know I can become better, which is what I'm aiming for, to get more toned, ripped up. But it's definitely something you could do, man. It's possible. It's not hard, man. It's definitely not hard. So you definitely can do it, man. Appreciate the comment on here. I need you guys to ask me whatever you want to ask me. I got a couple more minutes before I go back into work. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing, trying to be more serious with it. And so far, I'm liking how things is going. So trying to be more consistent with uploading, going live. If you guys want me to talk about whatever you want me to talk about tomorrow when I go live, leave it down in the comment below. I'll talk to you guys about that. But you guys got to understand, your health is very, very, very important, man. Your health is important, man. I tell you guys that your health is important. Health is something that's definitely important. I mean, PA, your health is more so like, you got to see this, right? This is why I always try to be real as possible on this channel, because life is not all about like the material things you have, cars, whatever thing that make you happy. You got to see this, right? If your health right now was to tank on you, like completely shut off on you, you're not gonna, all them things that you have, your material things, you could be rich, you can be poor, whatever stuff you have is not gonna be able to help you with your health. It's not. The only thing that can help you with your health right now is yourself. And that's why I always speak this. Cars, cars and stuff, all that things, yes, make you feel good for a little bit, temporary, this and that, a third, but you want to make sure you stay on top of your health. Do it before it's too late because your health is very, very important. I always preach this every time I get here on live because I myself as a person, I don't just like to come on here and talk about a bunch of material things and stuff like that. I like to talk about real life stuff, and then we can talk a little bit more about the car stuff, because that's why I'm also interested in it. But I'll tell you guys, for the 13 I think what 13 people on here right now, start taking care of your health, invest in yourself. You want to make sure you create the best version of yourself. That's the only way you can be able to take care of the people that's around you. Because if you yourself was a shitty person and you're not taking care of yourself, that's that same energy you're gonna put out and give to the people that you claim that you love. So you got to look at it like that. If you don't take care of yourself, ain't nobody else gonna be able to take care of you. So you want to be at the best level of your self being as possible. But I ain't gonna talk too much about that. But you guys ask me whatever you want to ask me. About to get off the live, man. Appreciate all the comments on here. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate the comments, man. See, this is why I like going live, because when I see you guys comment on here, it gives me like that drive to want to keep pushing through. My channel not really that big yet. Bro, you can start with simply like just start like first thing I'll tell you, wake up, start with you can do push-ups, you can do crunches. Just set a goal of whatever you can do. And then just start increasing that. Same thing with food, kind of food you eat. Whatever food you put in your body, if you eat a bunch of donuts, whatever, fat food, start cutting down on it, be like, hey, look, I'm going to eat less than 5 donuts I ate yesterday. I'm going to eat probably 1 today. Just start off with the little steps pretty much. But you will definitely drop down weight, though. The number one thing I'll tell you before I get off this live, if you want to drop down weight, you definitely got to make sure you keep track of your macros, meaning protein, fat, and carbs and stuff like that. But I'm not no health expert, but I know those are the top 3 things. You definitely want to have more protein, less fat, and less carb, because that's how you pretty much build muscle. Yeah, I mean anything that keep you moving, bro. Anything that keep you moving. That's how you want to do it. Anything that keep your body moving. It's not no special workout you got to do to build muscle. The number one thing is, you got to remember, is what you eat. That's what really determine how your body gonna look. But I'm about to end this live for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. I appreciate the support. Take care, stay safe, and peace out.